want to match graphs with polynomial functions, and we're given a whole bunch of pictures and just two functions to look at. And so what we want to look at here are first the zeros, and then the multiplicities of those zeros, and then the leading coefficient, and the degree of the function, and all that good stuff. So here are our rules. We have the leading coefficient test we need to deal with. I don't know why that's doing that. Nice. Stop. Okay. And then we also have the zeros and multiplicity. And really, I think that's all we're going to need for this. So for f of x, I know that I have a 0 at 2, and it has an even multiplicity. So at 2, the graph touches and turns around. And I know that I have a 0 at -1, and that it has an even multiplicity. And I know that it touches and turns around at -1. I also know that it is a 4th degree polynomial equation, which means it has a maximum of 3 turning points. We haven't talked about turning points yet. But basically, and I need to start with the obvious. It can't be this, this, or this, because those are not 4th degree polynomial equations. Okay. I need a 0 at 2 and a 0 at -1. That handles either one of these, but not this one. And I have a positive leading coefficient, which means that it rises on both ends. So it has to be this one. It has to be f. Okay. For the next one, I need to factor, and I'm going to take out a -2x, and that leaves x squared plus 2x minus 3, and that is -2x times x plus 3 and x minus 1. Okay. I'm going to erase those marks. I know this is at least 4th degree, and this is a 4th degree. So I need, this is a cubic equation, so I need one of these 3, because those are cubic. They have the appropriate end behavior for a cubic function. This has a negative leading coefficient, which means the end behavior is like this. So that's going to eliminate the graph of e. E would have a positive leading coefficient. And then I know I have zeros at 0, -3, and 1. So at 0 and -3 and 1, that one's acceptable. This does not have a 0 at 0, so that's not acceptable. So this one has to be f, and this one has to be d. So this is a process of elimination here. You have to look at the pictures that you're given and eliminate them based on what you know from the function rule.